Welcome to Eternia Fact Files. In this series we'll take a look at some of the questions regarding He-Man and She-Ra and try to answer them, from the nitty-gritty to more general topics. Now, since He-Man and She-Ra have a long history in comics, cartoons and more, the answers may come from in-universe or from behind the scenes. My name is Jukka, and this video's topic is Man-at-Arms is an essential character in the mythos of Masters of the Universe. The master of all weapons, great inventor of vehicles, gadgets, blasters, and other doohickeys.
Don't you have a real name?
My friends call me Duncan.
Duncan is the adoptive father of Teela, confidant to the Sorceress of Grayskull, trusted ally of King Randor, and a mentor to Prince Adam. Before we jump into the video itself, remember to like, share and subscribe if you enjoy these types of trivia and behind-the-scenes videos about Masters of the Universe. In the 2002 reboot series, Man-at-Arms was revered on occasions as the person in charge of the good guys.
He heads up the Masters of the Universe.
You don't mean Man-at-Arms?
So when Season 2, episode Second Skin came along, and our heroes were going after the snakemen, it was a shock to see this trusted character be turned into a snakeman from the serpent's ring that King Hiss used. As King Hiss prepares to turn everyone into a snakeman, the heroes learn that there's nothing on Eternia that can destroy the serpent's ring. So He-Man decides to get rid of the entire thing and throws it into the sun, which reverts everyone back to their normal selves. With the animated series ending in 2004, fans were left asking many questions. Luckily, in April of 2005, producer IAN RICHTER from Mattel held a Q&A at He-Man.org forums, where he answered on topics such as there indeed existing a script for episode 40, but no animation, and that a DVD was in the works. At the time, the only DVDs for He-Man had been released by Contender in the United Kingdom during 2003 and 2004, but the Filmation He-Man series did not get an American release until July of 2005. One question was that, is there anything you can reveal to us He fans about where the show would have gone past Awaken the Serpent? And Mr. Richter gave this response. Man-at-Arms captured and turned into a snakeman for good, giving them a new weapons master, and Hordak returning and taking over. Which got a couple comments from fans, some liking it and others not liking it. IAN was quick to give an additional info on the matter in the same discussion thread within hours, after the Q&A had been posted. Hey guys, to clarify one of my answers, Duncan as Snakeman would have been a 3 to 5 episode storyline max. He's one of the great MOTU characters. I'll try and check back with you guys from time to time. Regards, IAN. And although he mentioned checking back from time to time, this edition was the only one he posted, giving it even more importance. Fans would have to wait for a couple more years until the MYP animated series came to DVD. BCI released the full series split into 3 volumes during 2008. Volumes 1 and 2 contained Season 1, and Volume 3 had Season 2. In the special features for that last volume was the script from episode 40, Captured, by Dean Stephan, as well as a comic adaptation by the people at MV Creations, with little old me even contributing my second official work for the Masters property. In that story, we get to witness the aforementioned change, as King Hiss explains that because Man-at-Arms had already once been turned, Hiss is able to just use a shard from the Ophidian Spire, and the comic ends with Duncan now turned into a snakeman. During the years after the DVD's release, fans would talk about this idea of Duncan being a snakeman, and there would rise the confusion, was it permanent or temporary? Despite Richter clarifying it already that it was not a permanent change. The links are still available online and you can find them down below. When the late great writer Dean Stephan was interviewed for the Global Masters podcast in September 2012, he was also asked if Man-at-Arms changed permanently, and he denied it. There can also be found an interview with the director of the series, Gary Hartle, from March of 2013. Again, the same question about Man-at-Arms being a permanent change was asked, and his reply simply was no on the change to snake version of Man-at-Arms. So the main trio of people behind the 2002 cartoon series, director, producer and writer, all said the change was not a permanent one. The confusion may stem from the fact that years later, in the Masters of the Universe Classics Toyline, there was a totally new story told in the short bios. As mentioned before, the bios story mixes in ideas and plot points from 80s stories and 2002 stories, but the concept of Man-at-Arms getting turned into a snake man was in this classic story, and afterwards Duncan is killed by Clampchamp. This was shocking to many fans, and it felt very permanent. But later, in the bios, Man-at-Arms was brought back to life, and it's a good thing, for in the words of IAN RICHTER, he is one of the great MOTU characters. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments how you feel about Man-at-Arms being a snake man. Remember to share the video if you stumble upon fans insisting that in the 2002 cartoon, Duncan was going to be permanently changed.
This is what was going to happen. That was it. He was now Snake Man-at-Arms permanently.
Thank you for watching Eternia Fact Files, a source of history and origins for Masters of the Universe and Princess of Power. Remember to subscribe so you don't miss out on future updates, leave a comment what you thought about this video or what topics you'd like to see featured, and share this video as it would help my channel grow. My name is Jukka and I wish you good journey.